talk about security. Forensics Ninja, I hope I said that right, put a vlog out because her bike got damaged by what we assume to be bike thieves with a screwdriver. Because I mean, there's no other reason why you damage it other than to try and steal it. So that got me thinking about the shit what's happened to me. And you know, I've had one bike stolen, a Ninja 6, and I've had attempted thefts of my ZZR 600 before I had my Ninja, and of a CBR 600. So anyway, I figure I'll give my take on security and what you can do to prevent, because you'll never stop them. You'll never stop bike thefts from happening, no matter how much security you've got. If someone fucking wants something, then they'll just fucking take it. And you can have all the locks on your bike in the world, there's nothing stopping a determined cunt from just knocking on your door, or knocking through your door, and stealing the keys off you. You know? There's nothing stopping them from doing it, apart from yourself. Security. I've had many locks. I've had chain locks from the big boys, Oxford, you know, and I've had chain locks and shitty locks from the not so big boys, and basically they'll all withstand a little bit, but the big boys will withstand a little bit more than the ones that don't have, than the unbranded ones, or the ones that are of a shit brand, you know. But eventually every lock can be broken, every chain lock can be broken. It's just what it is, you know. All you can do, really. I mean, I'll go through what happened with mine. With my ZZR 6, it was parked out on the front outside my parents. And I was staying over with the missus, and she had a Suzuki GSX-F 600, the yellow one, big old yellow one, that one. And I had an old 98 ZZR 6. And what we did, we chained them together because we couldn't fit them in the back garden. We chained them together, and we had two disc locks on, so one on mine, one on hers, and chained the wheels together. And we fell asleep. We were downstairs in the front, right, and these were right outside the window, so we fell asleep. In the morning the chain was broken and the bikes were moved a little bit. Well, first I noticed the bikes were moved a little bit. I was like, hey up, something's not right there, because you remember it, you remember shit like that. So, and I looked, and then there's little bits of chain link everywhere. The whole chain wasn't there, just a little bit of the broken chain lock. Of the actual chain, not the chain lock, the actual chain itself. Disc locks were on, but they'd been moved up, you know, so they were pressing against the forks. So they've wheeled them back to get some tension in the chain, and then they've cut through that. They must have been disturbed or some shit. So that happened then. But here's the thing, I used to live in Longsight in Manchester, and it's not the nicest of fucking areas, right? We lived there for, I think it was about a year and a half or some shit like that, and there was no way we could park our bikes in the back garden, so we had to park them not on the front because we're on the main road in Longsight, but we had to park them on a side street about like 30-40 feet away from us every fucking night for a year and a half. And in a year and a half the bikes were never fucking touched. Alright? Yeah, and then got a Ninja 6, a red one. Yeah, I love that bike. Had that for a few years, and then that bike got nicked. Yeah. Basically, they broke. In the UK, we've got these gated alleyways, so only residents can have the key. And what they'd done, they broke that. So they broke the gate there, and then they got over what was about a 12-foot wall. So it was that all the gardens were linked together by like this 12-foot wall. So they'd done that. They broke two locks off the garden gate, two big fucking padlocks off the garden gate, and they'd also broke the disc lock off my bike and the chain with another lock off my bike, and they'd stole it, you know, by the morning. And yeah, that was shit. It's fucking horrible. It's a horrible fucking feeling when you walk outside and your bike isn't there. Absolutely fucking horrible. And there's a special place in hell for bike thieves and cunts like that. The kicker was, right, I got a speeding ticket through the next couple of days later because those fuckers had gone through a speed camera. And then they found the bike like a few days after that, and it had been burnt out on some fields. But it's like, it's a fucking waste of a good bike. I mean, steal it, but fucking don't burn it out. Because it's a decent fucking bike. It was well looked after as well. All you can do is do your best. See, what I have now, I think is not perfect, but it's a pretty good security solution. This has got an alarm on it, a very loud fucking alarm. The nudge sensor is fucking brilliant on it. I've heard people complain about the Data Tools alarms and that the drain batteries and the nudge sensors are too sensitive. This is fucking perfect. I mean, any wind doesn't fucking matter. As soon as you touch the cunt, it'll go off. You know, and it's very fucking loud. And because we're in a quiet neighbourhood, you can hear a bike being messed with. You know, and there's quite a few fucking bikers around me as well. So we all kind of like look after each other and shit. But what my solution is yeah, big fuck off locks, big fuck off ground anchor, big loud fucking alarm, and a big fucking sword next to my bed. GMP, if you're watching this, I do not own a big sword, and it is definitely, most definitely, not next to my bed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if I mean, this bike is it's what? It's a 2002 SV650. I doubt it's on anyone's fucking list to steal. You know, even I wouldn't steal this piece of shit. But the thing is, it's my fucking piece of shit. It might be a piece of shit, but it's my fucking piece of shit. So if you try and get it, I will not, I repeat, not attack you with a katana, because I don't own one. So yeah, there we go. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. All you can do is get the best lot you can afford. And if you have a 20 grand bike, well, I think the only 20 grand bike's the H2, isn't it? But if you've got, say, a 10 grand bike, if I had a 10 grand bike, I would get a lock to equally match that. You know, don't buy shitty fucking locks to guard 7k, 8k, 9k, 10k pieces of fucking pieces of your life, because that's what they are to us, you know. They're not just some toy to a lot of people, they're just the part of our fucking life. It's who we are, you know. And when you have that bit taken out of you, it's fucking horrible. It's horrible, absolutely fucking horrible. And anyone who's had the bike stolen, yeah, got my fucking sympathy. I wish we could just put them all together and use them as carpet bombing runs for ISIS or something, you know. Get all the thieves, strap them to some explosives and do some carpet bomb runs over ISIS. Sounds like a plan to me, doesn't it? Hey?